back to Whiskey Happens. I'm Garrett, that's Travis, and today we are continuing our coverage of the Bottled and Bond series from Still Austin, the final for the 2023 season. Still Austin Rye, straight rye whiskey, 100% Texas grain rye. I think Still Austin really prides themselves in having Texas grains used in their products.
Baba Booey.
Okay, Baba Booey.
Oh, I'm just excited about this.
The MSRP on it, $79.99. You can find it cheaper if you're in Texas. I think we've said that every video.
Yep.
But I'm really excited for this. It is what I understand going to be a continuous series. So this concludes 2023, but we should have 2024 starting this summer. And I look forward to that. Minimum 4 years. I don't think it says anything on the bottle about being older.
No, but what was your favorite prior to this one? What's been your favorite so far?
The high rye.
The high rye.
Yours? It's kind of weird that you asked me that and you don't know your own.
Because I go back and forth. I'm looking at the bottles because I've drank so much of all of them. High rye is great. I would say the blue corn. I like the blue corn.
Yeah, I believe you said the same thing in that video.
Yep.
So, let's get into it.
Yeah. This might be my favorite. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
You started he got right into it. He's like, screw this nose.
I'm ready for it. Green tall grass. I think as we have been doing Rise for this whole month, this is probably the youngest and relates more so to rye to me.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that. I think, but I love the nose on this. It's kind of like, we said this in the other videos. Every nose and taste to me, and I believe you were the same way, it lends itself to the season that it's in. Like, it makes sense on why they dropped it in each season. And so this smells fresh and clean, and it has that spicy rye note, but it's a clean rye, like it's bright, and I really enjoy the nose on this. I don't think I could narrow it down to one distinct flavor like you normally do. Like with
strongest thing I'm getting is bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Definitely. I'm enjoying the dark amber color. I'm never sure how much that actually appears on screen, but let's get into the taste.
Yeah.
Now in my mind, I instantly want to compare this to the high rye, and I shouldn't. I'm going to take another sip, but
I think that spearmint comes through.
Spearmint's the exact thing I was going to say on this. More of the bubblegum and the finish, traditional rye spice, and I think that
I love the lingering flavor on this, though. It has kind of it lingers to the point where it's like it's almost refreshing at the end. So it's like it's warm, it gives you that hug, and then it kind of just lingers, but it stays there. But it's like refreshing. It's not that bite that you get with a lot of ryes. Like, I don't think it's super spicy, even though it is.
No, a whiskey trigger word. It's smooth.
It's smooth.
But let's balanced, right? It's balanced. As Travis was saying, I think that as you drink it and imbibe it and ingest it, it's that it's even all the way through, and has me keep going back to it. I think I've sipped this 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I can't get over the bubblegum though. Like, I really can't. Like, it's probably one of the ones that I really think tastes a lot like bubblegum.
Yeah. I'm also interested, as you guys may see, it has the rabbit on the... Whoops. Is that in focus? Who knows?
No.
I'm curious as to what the new artwork's going to hold. If it's going to be the rabbit and another variation, the horse and another variation, the snake and the bird, all in different variations, kind of like how they do the cast strength. It's the same exact artwork, but they transpose it to dark, right?
Yeah, I love what they do there because they use a lot of local artists for these, and I think that's another just way of making and bringing it all back to like it's a Texas whiskey, and that's just what you're going to get. And I
Yeah,
love
they're
that.
really involved in making sure that they source from Texas, they get back to Texas, they include Texas,
Yeah.
Texas, because they're still Austin.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever said this about a rye, but it seems like chocolate. I've definitely said that about a rye, but I've never said that about this episode.
Well, it's kind of it actually reminds me a lot of the Chattanooga rye from Tennessee, and which is odd, but it's the Tennessee kind of has that chocolate note. It has that kind of almost not fudge, but like Nutella type.
I've never had
I know
Nutella.
he's never had Nutella. It's hard, but that's kind of what I get. It's so Nutella's kind of nutty, but it's also got little hints of chocolate. It's good.
Yeah, Nutella is hazelnut? Okay.
Hazelnut. But still bubblegum. You still finish with the bubblegum. I don't know how they did bubblegum. I mean, like, it's just, I don't get it.
It's possible that it's a little older than 4 years. I think that, and as we've explored rye this month, I think that we know the longer rye sits, the sweeter it gets, the more candy notes develop within it. So let's get on to this Coke. I am nervous about on this one. Not nervous about it. It's going to happen. But
There you go.
I'm not sure if Coke will add anything to this. I could be wrong as well.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm going to say it really just turns into like a syrupy Coke, but not in a good way.
Yeah. I almost get like a Diet Coke flavor. That aftertaste of a Diet Coke that you get, you know.
You know what I can imagine this on? If you were going to make like an adult milkshake. Like I think that the sugar intensity would lend to like a dose of vanilla. Because I only make mine with vanilla.
I think it'd be interesting, and I'd love to try it in an old fashioned actually, because because of the way typically old fashions are made with rye, and so for me, I think that would be good, or maybe even in a Manhattan, is just to see. I think it could hold up to a more heavy like. I think it can hold up, in diverse flavors given to it outside of something sweet on top of it, because like you said, it's already sweet. So like with a Coke, it intensifies that sweetness. But if you like make a Manhattan or you make a old fashioned, yes, you have a little bit of a muddle cube in an old fashioned, but with everything else that's in there with the bitters and everything else, I think it would lend really nice to that.
I will meet you on a Manhattan. I think my fear for old fashioned, it would just make it sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cube or whatever sugar element you add, I don't think it's going to help it.
You could be right.
But a Manhattan is kind of dry to begin with. So I think that maybe that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
That being said, how would you...
I'm drinking this neat. On the Rocks was good, but I still like it neat. Neat all day for me. How about you?
I'm going to go with neat as well. Again, for Texas, like having something 4 years old and it's like this amber golden color, as well as it is flavorful, is not something that's craftsmanship. That isn't just something that easily happens here.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Due to our wonderful temperatures and terroir. But it's not to say the Rocks were bad. I definitely wouldn't do a Coke. Maybe choose your own adventure when it comes to the cocktail. But Rocks isn't bad. Like if I was doing yard work or something like that, I might put it out there in some cubes and come back to it when I come back to it.
Yeah. Let us know below if you guys would like us, because now we have the whole series. If you want us to do a video on a kind of review of all four or maybe a blind. Do a blind and see which one we choose outside of that and see if our memory of each one kind of gives it lens to what we were saying before. But I do think we should probably rank them eventually on what we say, because right now, I would say out of this one to me is...
I mean, I can rank it right now. That's
really?
Easy peasy.
All right, what you got?
High rye, red corn, rye, and then blue corn. Easy peasy.
Blue corn, high rye, red, and then this. This is my least favorite right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rye guy.
Yeah. This
Least
is my
favorite.
This is my least favorite. It's
Still
just-
Austin, what are we going to do about that?
I mean, but it's by, by small margins on all of them. I'd have to say out of everything, out of a lot of series that other, distilleries produce, this has been one of my favorite. And I would say I'm so glad it's coming back. And you guys knocked it out of the park. I mean, it's one of my favorite series across the board. So
Yeah, I think that as far as, and I'm, not saying one is better than the other, but if I had to say, Still Austin's probably my favorite Texas distillery at the moment. We've also been tinkering with maybe a honey barrel, dare I say, Still Austin product, and maybe more to come on that later. Let us know in the comments if you'd be interested in it.
Yep.
And until then, it doesn't matter if you like it neat, on the rocks, or in a Coke. Whiskey happens.
Cheers.
Cheers.